People quit having sex, regular sex, for a variety of reasons. Jake and Maria, they fought a lot. Their fights usually came at night. Most nights, they went to bed angry or hurt. And with 3 kids in the house, bedtime used to be sex time. But because of the fights, it had not been that way in a very long time. When William took his new job, they were excited about it. It meant so many things to them. Brittany could quit her job, and with a new baby, that's exactly what she wanted to do. The new job meant more responsibility and more money and more time. And William thought the more time would level out after a couple of months, but it didn't. In fact, it got worse. He came home tired and often cranky and just wanting to be left alone. Sex, it had been a long time. Robert and Robin had full lives. With 4 kids, their lives were very busy. They valued sex. They wanted that to continue to be an important part of their marriage, but week after week passed, and busy trumped sex over and over again. In counseling, Jake and Maria and William and Brittany had issues that they needed to work through. And as they did that, we needed to get their sex life back on track. When I mentioned scheduling sex, well, some couples, they just cringe. They say, isn't sex supposed to be spontaneous? Well, sure, it can be spontaneous, and it is great. But nowhere does it say that scheduled sex is off limits. Besides, the waiting for spontaneous sex was not working for any of these 3 couples. So if your sex life is off track, why not try scheduling it? Here's some benefits. If it means it'll happen more often, scheduling just makes sense. Quality is more important than quantity, but quantity, it matters too. You shouldn't go long periods of time without connecting physically in the sexual relationship. When you schedule, it gives you something to look forward to. And I think for women especially, it helps them build it up mentally, and it helps her get there mentally, so it's more enjoyable for both of you. You schedule every other important thing in your life. Why not sex? Sex is important to your marriage. Part of the healing for Jake and Maria and William and Brittany was reconnecting sexually, and scheduling it provided the way for that to happen. For Robert and Robin, it put regular sex back in their marriage. What about the 2 of you in your marriage? Is sex a regular part of your marriage? Have other things just kind of gotten in the way of sex? Why not try scheduling? Sure, you can still have spontaneous sex, but scheduled sex helps you make sure in your marriage that sex happens.